What's up? What's up? What's up with that? Hey, what up? We here. We back. Black Men Vent. Thank you for joining us once again. Brought to you in part by Intellectual Radio, where they feed your brain, and our new sponsor, Pimpin' Ken's new deodorant slash cologne. Delone. Never be alone. You got it. All right. So introductions. No further ado. To my right, we have a special guest tonight. K-Nikki, what's up?
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. Thanks for no, I'm lying. I'm sick. You know what I'm
I
saying?
know.
But I'm gonna push through this because I'm a soldier. You know what I'm saying? I could have made it through now in the muck. Yeah,
I'm a
in
little
the
nervous.
muck.
I got to sit next to you.
It's all right because Big Country is not here yet. He's the David Ruffin tonight.
Yeah.
And we have Quest 07. What's up, bro?
What's good, man?
What's going on, man?
Not much.
Another week almost down, huh?
Yep.
Any challenges this week, man?
It's always challenges, man, but we make it look easy.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the bad part. It's like the gift and the curse. You know, you have your brains. You work with your brains, man. You know? People be like, he ain't sweating, so he ain't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I am Mr. Legend. Big Country is David Ruffin tonight. He will be joining us shortly. Tonight in the news, we don't have David Ruffin here for the news. First up, very controversial, the Alton Sterling case. Prosecutors said that there will be no charges for the officers that killed Alton Sterling. I'm saying his name right because I forgot my paper. Going off the top of the dome right now. But is anybody surprised?
No.
No.
Not at all.
No.
Nope.
So how do we feel about this time? Like, why are you guys not surprised?
I mean, I don't know how many times have we witnessed.
All the time?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Same thing over and over.
I don't know. I mean, it's got to the point now I really don't even too much get into it like I normally would because I'm just not shocked. I mean, like I've said it before, I don't see any changes coming from some sort of political discussion or debate or sitting at a round table talking about cultural oppressions or differences. I mean, we've been there, done that forever and a day. You know what I mean? The list goes back, I don't know, Medgar Evers, MLK, Malcolm X, you name them. It's been a lot of talking. So 2018, we still pretty much dealing with same situations.
Yeah. And they recently just there's been another killing. They shot the man 20 times because they thought but he didn't have anything on him. Sorry, I can't think of his name right now. But
and these are just the ones that actually make the news.
I'm gonna tell you, yeah, right, exactly. But I'm gonna tell you what a policeman told me back in the day, and it stuck with me for a long time. It was on career day. And I think I said this on the show a long time ago, but I'll say it again. He said if you're driving down the street, somebody step out and you hit him and kill him, it's manslaughter. I said, well, I didn't mean to kill him. Doesn't matter. You took somebody's loved one away. Well, it was an accident. He said it no reason. You were the reason why he's not here anymore.
Right. That's what manslaughter is.
So you have to pay for that. Somebody has to pay for that. So I'm asking now in 2018, how come they don't have to pay for it?
Right.
You took someone's loved one away. I mean, I think that if they start, all they have to do is say, hey, you're going to automatically be off the force if you do this wrong. If you don't have a gun on them, if you didn't do this the right way, we're going to take your gun and badge, because that's pretty much all those type of guys can do is police, you know? So you take that away from them, they dead in the water. They know it. Like, I never could understand, like on the movies where they would be, give me your gun and your badge. And they'd be like, oh, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, you got free vacation. What are you tripping for? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's their life, their passion. I think that if you just a rule out there saying, man, you take somebody's life, it better be.
You better have compelling evidence that it was
But
self-defense.
then again, you got the system Oh my God. David Ruffin, everybody. Big country in the house.
Somebody
Man.
threw the bait already?
Hey.
What's going on?
But you know what? They have the system set up by lawyers, judges, cops. Everyone is white. And I don't see why people expect them to give us any mercy, especially when we get inside their system.
Right.
You know, so I don't think that there's any way that we can combat that unless
Yeah,
we educate the youth.
AR-15. That's why they're trying to take them away from everybody right now.
I mean, I don't know. We've preached education for half a century. And again, we're still dealing with some of the same situation. I mean, it's not as barbaric as it used to be. It's not like in your face, we don't care. We're just going to hang you right here.
What I'm
Nothing's
saying,
gonna be
like
done
in
about it.
in the black community, are educated people celebrated as much as the
No.
thugs and drug dealers?
No, of course not.
So I'm just saying, if we push more for education, we can get people in the system as lawyers, as judges, as policemen.
Yeah, I don't think really it's going to be a bunch of women to allow that to happen.
Why? Why not? That I mean,
Women.
we will be better as a people.
Why would we stop that? That's what we
Um,
need, essentially.
Ain't nobody pushing their children to be doctors and lawyers and stuff like that. They trying to push them to be some type of celebrity or get my baby that ball so he can go make me some money and all that stuff. Ain't nobody pushing education. They're not even teaching it in school how they used to teach us how to balance a checkbook. It's a dude at work. He's 27, does not know how to balance a checkbook.
What?
Has absolutely no
How did he
clue.
make it this far?
I'm wondering the same thing. So education, we are, and these skinny jeans that these dudes be wearing and put us 900 years back. But black people are super smart, and I don't think they really realize it. Between the system holding people back, and then however people are brought up, and they're like, whatever their family situation is, it just holds them back. Nobody talks about the dude that gets a woman pregnant and goes to work. Everybody talks about the female that I got all these kids and I went to college and everything, so you can do it too. Yeah, but that dude was going to work while you was going to school, or your mama was, while you was going to school. So they uplift that woman, and that's being taught. I don't care, even at church. The last time I went to church, the pastor wife was preaching, and that was her whole sermon. Women, get your money. Don't be mad about being a single mom. We strong out here. And I was like, oh, okay. All right. Oh, okay. So y'all just don't care about the children's education. Okay.
Black women do preach education, but there's such a divide within the black community that education is not enough. You know what I mean? Like,
But here's the thing.
I get what you're saying. Like, yeah, the education can kind of,
That's long term.
long term as far as
something right
as
now.
far as getting us some sort of influence in the legal or judicial type of system.
It's gonna have to start that way.
It's better to have your own kind in there, so in situations like these come about,
right.
you got more of a voice, more influence to kind
exactly.
So
Right.
what would you all suggest as a short-term fix
Well, here's
to
what's
this problem?
happening. Here's the
Stoning.
breakdown.
We stoning.
Please,
Stoning.
enlighten
Stoning.
me. Stoning. So we're taking it way back here, huh?
See, I knew they was on to something in
It worked.
Afghanistan. I
It
knew
worked. It worked.
it. It worked. It's
That-
still
that-
working over there.
That's the one thing people cannot deny about anything that happened in the past. It worked. I don't know how many times. Oh, you just old school, and I don't care. It worked.
Well, what about unity within our own community?
Yeah.
What about
Sting.
not
No
blaming
chance.
one another? And
Well,
Nobody had
here's the
coming
thing. Here's
together
what
to
you
make a
have to
difference.
stop, and let's break it all the way down, and let's get really real. Here's what you have to stop. You have to stop girls saying that you being smart is not enough. Him being rich is what I want. So that makes the smart guy say, "Hey, I want to be rich too."
I don't want to be smart. I want to get this paper quick.
That's what it mostly is. That's what it mostly is. Or what I saw when I was growing up. The guys who had the cars got the girls. I had the books. You know what I'm saying? They went out and they had a nice time and they stayed out all late. My mother said I couldn't do that. I said, why? She said their parents don't care about them. And I was like, I
Yeah.
don't know. You know, but long term, I came up to be a little bit smarter than the cool guys. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And it showed up long term, but I had to pay a lot for that. A lot of us are not that strong. There are dudes now
True.
wearing skinny jeans and pink shirts because that is what they people are attracted to.
Yeah.
They're not strong enough to transcend their own things and move forward and get what the drug dealer or the rich guy has. You know what I'm saying? Without following that path. People want the easiest path, especially now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They
Oh
want the
yeah.
easiest path. Like, man, if what I gotta do,
There's
get a mohawk, dye red, and some tattoos all down my arms.
somebody
they going.
posted. I meant to send this to you all, but it's a bunch of companies that like close in like hundreds and hundreds of stores that have been open forever. And this is an example. I don't know why people don't see it. Legend, me and him, we fight about this all the time. But
I'm ready too.
um, all of this internet thing, yeah. Hopefully I don't have to pay the price for it, and I'm gone from this earth. But somebody gonna pay the price for these people not having no jobs, and they gonna start climbing through windows and stuff like that on people. When you look at your little seed that's hungry, going right to the nice neighborhood because ain't no jobs and stuff out here because people are doing it over the internet. There's a disconnect being created between people outside because nobody goes out. Remember how we used to go to the mall?
Mhm.
Ain't no more skating rinks open. Ain't no more bowling alleys. I was talking to the kid at where I said, "What do y'all do?" And he on the phone, social media and doing his Snapchat, doing this thing. I'm like, what do y'all? Just all you do? You just turn up, Yeah, man, we getting bottles. I'm like, so just bottles, nothing else. No, you ain't gonna go to school. Oh man, I'm like, okay. I'm like, dude, and I try to tell this kid all the time. I say, dude, what I'm telling you right now, I'm telling you, I wish I had somebody to tell me when I was a little bit younger than him to forget all of them women, go somewhere and get my education and travel and do me. Women will come by default as long as you have money. So,
I think women will come by default, but not good women.
It don't matter. All of them.
No,
All of them.
I disagree.
Women here. I'm gonna explain to you why. And it's
now when you say all women,
all. This is the only time I've ever said all.
Okay. I'm listening.
By default, I don't care what good or bad or whatever type of woman you are. You don't desire. Men desire a woman. Men do stuff to get a woman. Mm-hmm. Women do stuff to get a man to get stuff to do for her. That's it. That's it. She want to get married. She want a nice house. She want nice things and all that stuff. And then in the middle of that, if I can get some love and then some love in, then cool. But men break their back every day to try to get a woman. They don't care where she work at. They pull up at a McDonald's drive-thru and holler at a female. Woman won't do that.
Nah.
A dude try to holler. If a female pull up to a drive-thru and dude trying to holler and try to see a nice looking woman and be like, hey, and she'll look down upon that dude.
Yeah. And I know work for UPS.
I know, and I know a couple dudes right now that work for UPS, man, that make $80,000 a year. So y'all can look down on that doo-doo brown if you want, but it is what it is, and that's another thing people need to stop. It is. It's cool. It's cool. Mm-hmm. You like material stuff. I like women. I mean.
So I don't think there's anything wrong with a woman liking nicer things. I myself do like.
Yeah, but there's a consequence for everything.
No, however, there's a balance.
There's no balance.
There's absolutely a balance.
Well,
there's absolutely.
Okay, put it like this.
Well, no,
put it like this. Wrong
go ahead,
with
is there a balance to a bullet?
Liking nice things.
Is there a balance to a bullet?
Let me finish.
Go ahead.
Let me finish because I can go out and buy these nice things for myself. However, as a woman that can afford to go out and get these nice things for myself, I have to be honest here. No, I'm not looking at the guy that works at McDonald's as a prospect to date.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like because
I
need to be with someone that is at least on my level, if not doing better. And I don't just mean the fact that he's employed at a fast food restaurant or what have you.
So his mental capacity is shot to crap because he worked at a fast food place?
We are 40 plus years old.
And that means what?
So if you're working at McDonald's at 40 plus years old.
Dave makes $90,000 working at McDonald's, friend of mine.
He owns it. I'm pretty
No,
sure.
he doesn't.
Okay, what does he do for McDonald's?
He's
Is he an
manager.
executive?
He's on the
no, he's
fry-
not an executive.
He's on
just
the fries.
He's on a fryer and he makes $90,000 a year.
he's on the
No.
fries.
But did you taste them
No.
fries though?
So there's nothing wrong with
No,
women
no,
having standards. However, there are, and I will agree with you all, there are a lot of women out here that have it twisted.
I think y'all got it misunderstood. Standards are, I don't want to marry no dude that ain't no punk, or no dude that if we hear a bump in the night, we both crying. That's a standard. That not a standard, not something that somebody that can be taken away with a fire. Your job can be taken away with a fire. Somebody can hack a server or something, and everybody's job is gone. And this is over with. So now somebody's love has been.
Well,
No, that's not. That's
yeah.
not true at all. You're looking at the
I get what you're
situation
saying.
from an
I get
extreme
what you're
because
saying, and
you have to
no,
go to the extreme.
as a woman, if my man were to lose it all, it's my job to step in and make sure.
But what if
we're
you lost
good.
it too?
all right. Well, look,
Then we both have to figure it out at that point.
It's kind of getting redundant, right? All right.
Right.
To address both points, having money or a good job or whatever, and being with a good person, they have nothing to do with one another. They're completely separate, right? And not to say that men who do well for themselves are bad. Not saying that at all. I'm just saying one has nothing to do with the other. And when you stated if you are with someone, obviously you're with someone because they're going to have a better situation financially than the next person. And if this person falls off or whatever, you're not going to leave them. Well, the problem is that women are confusing good men and manipulating that title or that ideal with what they have financially.
Yep.
Right. So this is where the conundrum starts, because someone has a good job or good career, or they're doing well for themselves financially. It has nothing to do with their character. If they are a person that you should build family with.
Absolutely.
Right. So one has nothing to do with the other. So a lot of good men are being overlooked, especially in our community. Right. A lot of Black people are just either average consumers, broke, or whatever the case may be. I mean, based on where we came from, we have a situation. So that right there is a double-edged sword in itself. It's like we're creating our own issues by, I don't know, trying to operate in something that's really just not realistic. I mean, when it comes to the financial side of things, everybody pretty much wants a good life, whatever that means to that person. Right. But however, that's something nobody could ever guarantee anyone. I don't care how rich you are. All we can guarantee each other is who we are as individuals.
Exactly.
That's it. Right. Many people have been doing good. You have it, you lose it, whatever the case may be, like the Katrina victims. Everybody who survived, like Big Country says, some sort of natural disaster, or sometimes it's just maybe the company just folds. Who knows? And at that point, the relationship is going to endure a lot of stress, because the sole reason why this woman was with this man is because he had money. And now that that's an issue, now she has to deal with who he is, and he has to deal with who she really is.
I'm leaving you.
But here's what I don't understand. Why is there such a big emphasis on the financial aspect? It should be the overall person. The overall person should match you. No, I'm not. I am not seeking out the man that works at McDonald's. I'm sorry. However, I like to put myself in circles, and there have been men that I've turned down that make a lot of money because I feel like they have no character. They have no substance.
I get it.
You know what I mean?
Here's what I'm saying, right? Like you just said, you turned down men that have a lot of money because obviously there was no chemistry or whatever you want to call it. So again, it's kind of like you are saying the same thing I'm saying, but yet and still you just can't let go of that financial aspect of it, right? I'm not saying you have to go out and date a broke guy. I'm just saying this should not be the sole reason why you find someone attractive, right? It's like what it comes down to is who this person is organically, okay? Everything else is just icing on the cake. Right.
Well, we're talking in general though. I'm pretty sure that everybody sitting at this table is an angel, especially me.
I can't really say that I'm an angel.
Especially not Big Country.
No.
But in general, a general sense, the average, what happens is that no, these women are not taking stock or looking at a man, seeing if he's responsible, honorable, respectable. Okay, I can make it with this dude. No, they're saying what he got. What can I get? I'm going with him. And that's why a lot of them get duped, because guys know that. You know what I'm saying? So they'll sit up there and tell them what they want to hear. get the draws, and then be gone.
So in
Okay.
that regard, the woman got what she deserved.
Yeah, I
agree
believe
with
so.
that.
I believe
Yeah.
so.
I agree with that wholeheartedly.
I'm all about learning your craft. Y'all know that. Y'all already know that. I'm all about learning your craft. So if you go out here, the women's story never changes. That's how you know how to pick up women. For the dudes that don't know, they always have an issue. Find out what their issue is, cater to it, and you can get them. And
that's how you do it, huh?
Right.
Yeah, it never changes.
Let me
changes.
ask you a quick question, right? If women really choose men based on his characteristics, could you say that we would suffer a lot of less broken families?
No, I agree with you all wholeheartedly.
Are you saying?
However,
you agree
I can only
with that, or you
I
disagree?
agree with
Okay.
you all that there are a lot of women out here that are choosing men based on the wrong things. I agree with you all, and I think it's sad. And I think, especially as Black women, we need to do a better job. Reality TV is not reality, and there is nothing wrong with taking care of your man and taking care of home. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how you make a marriage work. It has nothing to do with what this man can do for you, but what you all can bring to the table together. Period.
What if it ain't no table and y'all got to make the table?
Then that's what it's about. You make the table together.
But you were talking about the financial part.
Because I never was talking about the financial part.
I gotta tell you.
All I said to you is that I am looking for somebody to match me or to be better. Women,
right? Not
yes,
McDonald's
we are looking for stability. All women look for a man that can provide a certain level of stability.
But what is?
And there's nothing wrong with that. But stability doesn't just mean money.
But I get that. But let me tell you, there's no such thing as stability.
No,
it doesn't
and you're
exist.
absolutely right. And things can happen. However, you choose your spouse based on a certain level. As a woman, how this man makes you feel.
Mm-hmm.
If you feel comfortable, like he can support you, he can take care of you, this is the person that you want to be with.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you said take care of. What you mean?
Well, she stated what her premises.
Stability.
I get
in
that
every
part.
sense
Take
of
care
that
of
word.
her.
I get it. Things happen.
No, I get that part, but
there are situations where you grow together, but a woman seeks out a man that can provide her with a certain level of stability.
I think the thing is that if you ask any woman or just ask like 5 women, what is a good man, you're going to get 80 different dot points on the paper. I think that a lot of these women who grew up today without a father are really just guessing. And that's why they really choose the wrong guy. Saying stability, that every woman is looking for stability, a lot of them don't even know what that means.
That's true.
So they just looking for, oh, he got this, he got that. I could brag about him to my girls. Okay. And then we have to look forward to or look at what do they bring to the table to the man. Because, you're looking for all of this, and what do you have to pay for that?
But they feel
what
that.
would you all like for women to bring to the table? That's what I'm like.
No,
what would you all like for women to bring? Because I feel like even the male definition of what a woman should bring to the table is different. Some men want a woman that can cook. Others don't. They don't care about that. So
I think everybody
we're living in a different age, right? So how can you fault a woman for liking something different if men like something different too?
I know it's a privilege. I know.
A laundry list.
Right. It ain't no laundry list or nothing. It's about 2 things.
About a lot of guys, for the most part, just say, "Look, just have an attitude.
Yeah, don't lie to me.
And
that's it.
Hold me down.
Everything else, it don't.
What
really
about the
matter.
physical characteristics?
That depends on the guy.
That you all look for.
That depends on the guy.
I'm struggling.
Different.
I'm struggling with
men nowadays are looking for women that look like supermodels.
It ain't no.
I
don't want that.
I'm sorry.
That's unrealistic. It would be nice.
No,
that's unrealistic though.
But no, I was saying I know 2 middle-aged women right now that still think it's a privilege for them to be in the room with them, and they don't understand, like, you 50, half your life is gone. Well, more than half, because now people are dying super early.
Yeah.
But what does their age have to do with it? Are you saying they're unattractive?
No. What I'm saying is,
you should know by now.
You should not live your life like you got more time, even though you may or may not have more time. People like to say life is short. I like to say it ain't short. It's short and long, because there's hell on earth. If you didn't know it, you will suffer for your consequences, whether you get them 10 years from now, 20 or in 24 hours. I'm one of them people that pay for mine right away. But I know a couple women whose milk has gone bad, and they be like, I was in the room, so he should be pleased that I was even there.
Yeah.
You got to be kidding me.
Yeah,
and it's a bunch of women with this attitude, and then the stability part. The majority of women, that automatically always equates to financial. When it's the stability part, that's all they know, because another woman taught them, get a dude that got money, and you ain't got to worry about nothing.
But it's not really classy to say, I want a dude that got money.
Right. So that's why women have a super laundry long list of things, because they don't want to come out and say, I want a dude with bread. Nowadays, everything is getting a little bit more laxed, and women are saying a bunch of stuff that they shouldn't say. Like the video you sent, the girl, how you an exotic dancer and you at work and somebody playing gospel music and it's wrong, but you do it.
I sent y'all the video.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Oh, I sure did, man.
So
let me give some backstory to that.
So it's not like they don't know what's wrong.
Let me just tell them, because I know they like, what? The DJ in the strip club was mad because nobody was tipping. So he said, I'm gonna play gospel music till y'all get up here and tip. So she in there making a clap
to the gospel music.
He was like, we all going to hell. Yes, y'all are. You called it.
Yeah.
Anyway, continue.
So it's not like
like what?
So that
type of nonsense.
But see, what type of nonsense would you continue to date the same type of dude before you realize, okay, I'm basing my decision off a financial decision as opposed to trying to look at somebody's character? Because we all fall victim to what is presented to us, and it's a bunch of fat stuff presented to us. And
what do you mean by fat?
I can't get it split. I can't. Yeah, I almost got off.
We don't even have the monitor here.
It was a long day at work.
It still went off track.
It was a long day at work.
Remember the monitor, the screensaver used to come on and because you're scared.
Can I just ask a question though? What happened to the days where things were just simple? You find somebody you like, you all day. It shouldn't have anything to do with anybody's financial status. If you can meet somebody, you have something in common with this person, even if you're both broke and you can grow together, that's what it's about. That's what it should be about.
Dignity.
I mean, it's the truth, though.
Yeah, but
it's always been a lie. Hold on, it's always been a lie.
Yep.
Okay.
That's always been a lie. It
just has been. No, here's the thing. From the caveman days, all right, the biggest, the strongest, the dude that can
beat up the other dude and the food and
get food, protect everybody from everybody. They got the women. The women can't get out here and hunt. So what they got to offer? What? Okay, so they can cook the food. Okay, they can lay on their back.
Time then, how is it a lie?
Hold on, I'm getting back to it. Okay, do you think that if the women was like, we can get our own stuff, would they even be messing with the men? No. And that's how it is until today. Now, back in the day, before women suffrage, before they can go to work, they had to latch on to a dude. The dudes had the farms, they got the food, they got the money. What do you get? You can't just sit here and eat up food all day. You got to do something. All right. We get married, we have children, take care of the children, cook the food, hold me down. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was. But if you think that she didn't need him, would he do that? No. That's why I say it's always been a lie. It's always been a lie. Nowadays, it's like, yo, do he got security? Do he got bread? Because if he don't, I ain't messing with him. You know what I'm saying? If he don't have nothing to offer you, you're not messing with it. If you can get it on your own, we're optional.
But shouldn't that work both ways? If a woman doesn't have anything to offer you, you shouldn't deal with her either. What do you mean, who cares?
As long
she
as
may be good for one night, but if she has nothing to offer you, why waste your time?
You don't understand. If I meet a part-time gymnastics coach, I don't care, as long as she don't lie to me. And that's it. Everything else we can do whatever. It's like me trying to make a cake and I ain't got no eggs, but she got the eggs, and then she bring the eggs to the whole thing, and now we've been blossomed into this big old thing. But most people don't see that because most people want the shortcut. to everything. They
No,
want
everybody has a bottom line. What is your bottom line in your
No,
relationship?
everybody-
Yes, everybody
let me
has
say it
things
like
they
this
will
then.
tolerate and things they won't.
Okay.
Everybody has their expectations of what it should be and the things that they aren't going to tolerate.
I don't have expectations.
You don't want a woman that cooks for you, or you don't want a woman that
I don't have expectations.
you don't have any. So if you don't have any
Other than lying.
expectations
Other than
in
lying,
your
I have nothing.
relationship, then how can you say, well, this is what I'm looking for in a person?
I never said that.
He didn't. He never said
but
that.
you're complaining about what
I'm not
women don't
complaining.
do. But if you don't set
No, I'm
standards for
complaining.
yourself
I'm
in a
complaining about the
relationship,
damage that's done
then
to the
you
community.
you can't be upset with what you get.
Well, but I'm complaining about the damage that's being done to the community by adolescent behavior that most women don't really understand that they're doing. But like I was getting ready to say, dignity and respect is gone.
Yeah.
So, you know, that accounts for a whole bunch of stuff. So I have no expectations from a person because I already know that I can't control Mother Nature. I can't control the laws of physics. I can't control it. So it's something that you get taught in therapy, you know, to keep your stress levels down. You can't control people.
The next person.
You can't control things. You can't control it. So I'm not gonna worry about it. So if I want me a woman, everybody, y'all, all the three of y'all know what type of woman I want. But I keep
wholesome.
good wholesome
Sunday school teacher.
Yeah, but
that can make it clap too.
With a nice sundress.
But I keep an open mind because I don't know where my blessings where they're gonna be at. There's always something in the way of that to get me to see the light. So I keep an open mind. So I have no expectation of a woman because anything can happen. I don't have no job. I don't care about no education because I don't care until you die, you can get an education. Until you die, you can get a job. So it don't matter.
But those are things like in the grand scheme of things that don't really matter. Like I'm in graduate school.
There's nothing,
doesn't make or break me that I have a degree. I am going to be who I am.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
Set standards.
Like what?
Because
what else is there to a relationship?
The type of woman that you want to date. You should know what you like and what
you
don't like. And that should be
what I like is off the scale, so I have to keep an open mind.
What you like is off the scale.
Yes. So
are you saying it's unrealistic?
No, it's not unrealistic. It's very realistic, but everybody ain't up for that.
Well,
realism.
let me kind of touch on what you're saying, right? Like
translate, man.
Just kind of to elaborate. I believe what Big Country is saying is that we all have some sort of ideal as far as what we are initially attracted to.
Mm-hmm.
However, we also understand at this stage in life, it's better to have an open mind, right? If it's really about progressing and bettering ourselves, right?
Mm-hmm.
And learning from our past experience, et cetera, et cetera. So with that being said, if you asked me, I don't know, 10, 20 years ago, I probably would have gave you a makeup as far as what I believed that I wanted. But as I got older, I understood that, you know what, it really makes no sense to say that because none of us really know. If we knew, we probably would have it already.
Right.
But like I was telling Legend a little bit ago, people usually stick with what they like. Right. Like, for an example, if you introduce me to a new food dish that I've never tried before, I can't give you an assessment whether I like it or not. I can't set any expectations or standards. But if I try it and I like it, more than likely I'm going to stick with it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So that's about having an open mind. I believe that's what Big Country was getting at. But as far as the initial statement you made, as far as you wouldn't talk to a guy who worked at McDonald's or whatever the case may be, because you feel like he's not on your level. The problem with that is, and that's cool for you, but what I want you to understand is that everything comes with the price. Everything is no avoiding that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the price that we've been paying in our society is that women, rightfully so, they look at a guy who's working at McDonald's or unemployed and say, well, he's not on my level, so I'm not going to waste my time. The price they pay for that is broken families, being drugged through the mud. A lot of them end up with 2 or 3 kids by 2 or 3 different dudes.
Molestation.
All of this is
the
the price for their own infatuations or their own self-indulgence, whatever you give it a name, call it whatever you want. This is the price for not choosing a man based on who he is for his characteristics and who he is organically.
And not where he works.
So may I ask you what your average man at McDonald's looks like?
I don't know.
I'm not talking about physical characteristics. I'm talking about age. I am speaking of. So no, I stand on that. I'm not.
I want you to understand. We're going to call him Calvin.
Yeah, we're going to call it the Calvins. That's good. That's
okay,
good.
Calvin. Okay, Calvin works at friggin' McDonald's. Okay, to put that goofy uniform on and go up there and be corny and take orders and all of that, that takes a lot of responsibility.
But where's
Everything.
his drive?
Because your friends are like,
You think it's easy?
you work for McDonald's.
You think it's easy to do that?
And he still goes.
You have no
So
choice.
that is a level of tenacity that is not all
Okay,
across
so
the
what's
board.
his background story? Is he in school? Is he doing
Background.
something to better
Well,
his
when I worked
himself?
for
Is his goal
Burger
to
King-
own a McDonald's?
When I
Like,
worked for Burger
what I mean?
King,
Like,
I didn't work for
no.
McDonald's because it was below my level too. I worked for Burger King.
Okay.
Flame broiled. and
Right.
stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I made my choice
No.
based on that.
no.
So
They play broil, okay.
anyway, I still had the same goofy, but what I was learning was responsibility. What I was learning
Mhm.
was making my own money. What I was learning how to save. I saved up and I bought my first car. I saved up and I bought my little hockey jerseys. Remember my Mighty Ducks joint I had in the the 90s, you know what I'm saying? That was I did that, son, at my job.
Can we fast forward to being grown?
So
now?
here's the thing. My man that's getting money on the block or whatever, he getting it fast. She is attracted to him because he got it. Okay.
Okay.
So what is the price that Quest talking about? He's gonna go to jail. Or he's gonna get shot or die.
Right.
There's a broken home. Boom. All right.
Because
Coming up.
they have kids now together. And
If she was more concerned or more attracted to Calvin because he puts on the goofy uniform and he couldn't work at Burger King because that was above his level. So if she liked the Calvins, would there be a bigger chance of a broken family? Because no, I'm just gonna answer no. Okay, because Calvin is more responsible. He's doing things the right way. His chances of getting shot or going to jail are greatly reduced.
Has integrity.
All right. He has integrity and his tenacity at a very, very young age already. All right. But these are things that if you want to fix the situation, you got to tell these girls, hey, Calvin is more sexy than Scooty J over there. You know what I'm saying? But that's not gonna happen.
And the reason we bring up Calvin is
realistic.
and the reason we bring up Calvin, and majority of the time most people work at a fast food restaurant when they're younger. But the reason we bring that up is because you're not supposed to be somewhere in your 30s talking about I can't wait to get married. You're supposed to already be done that with somebody young like Calvin. But I don't care what age you are. I know people that live way better than me that manage fast food restaurants. They ain't even in corporate. They manage and they live way better than me.
Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah,
I mean, you gotta work your way up to that.
Yeah,
that's another thing that a lot of today's
when you work at a small 1 second quick. When you work at a smaller, when you work in a position like that, let's say it's the bottom of the barrel. I don't think it's the bottom of the barrel, but let's say it's the bottom of the barrel for some people. When you work, there's a great deal of stuff that you learn that'll help you fight through some of the toughest times, as opposed to somebody that went to school. I don't care if they're educated or not. Went to school, MIT, summa cum, everything, and went to school and got the good job and got fired and everything. And when the economy tanked and what was that 08? I know 50 million people that got master's degrees that couldn't get no job. They had to go. They had to go to McDonald's.
They were fighting welfare people.
They were fighting
I'm not saying
it.
a degree makes you successful.
No. That's not what I'm not talking about the money part. I'm talking about what builds your character into what it makes you.
Yeah.
So if you have, so to speak, suffered or started from way at the bottom, you can endure a whole lot more. You can see a whole lot more coming. You can make a better conscious decision. So that is the person that you would I would think that you would try to choose, that you would want in your life, as opposed to some dude that, there's nothing wrong with having the education and all that stuff. It is great. And some people strive with that stuff. But nowadays, I personally don't feel there's no such thing as a career anymore. Everybody has jobs because it can just be gone.
Yeah.
It can be gone. So you have to choose a person. I don't care where they work. You just have to, if you get
the person based upon where they work.
What you're saying, Big Country, 100%, I agree. But again, I want you to understand that there's a price for everything.
Right.
And like you stated, if you understand that, cool. You have nothing to complain about when the price
comes down.
Here's your consequences. And that is the issue.
I feel like you all are looking at consequences as always being negative. No, consequences can also be a good thing.
They're not. However, we know what shape society is in right now. So we're speaking from a factual position because this has been the situation forever and a day. And like you even agreed yourself, this is what women do. But they don't they don't understand. They don't want to deal with the consequences of their own infatuations or their own decisions. And we explain to them, hey, there's a price for everything. If you choose this way, this is what you are opening yourself up to, right? Because you're not choosing in a manner of avoiding this. You're saying, hey, this is what I want. This is
give it to me, no matter what.
Cool.
I think it's a matter of choosing responsibly.
Well, a good guy, a guy who's honest, who has integrity, right? Who's going to be respectful. This is a man that has the ideal makeup of how you can establish family. Women are not choosing a man based on this. They're looking at a man's profession, right? What he has as far as monetary wise and things like that. So they're opening themselves up to everything that Pandora's box has in it. And they're complaining about it later on, but they don't realize that it's their own choices and what they are infatuated with that's leading them down this path.
We got a call. We don't have a mic over here. Who's gonna pick up? Go ahead, caller. You on the air? What's up? What's your name? Where you from?
Hi, how you guys doing tonight?
Great, great. Who is this?
That's awesome. This is T. I have a question. So I listen to your show quite a bit, right?
Thank you.
So the question is, why are the women like this? What part did the men play to allow us to get this way? What accountability are the men taking to say, okay, this is the reason why women are acting like this?
Okay. Thank you, and we'll speak on that. Thanks a lot. So you'll speak on that. Go question. Let's go. What is the man's accountability? Thank you, sweetheart.
I like to hold everybody accountable, but I don't know. I just really don't know, because I can't choose to have no children. I can't choose. I'm not a woman. I can't choose to lay down with a man. You know, I can't choose. Whatever a woman let me have, I got to make it. You know, that's the only decision I get to have. I remember that Roseanne episode when she got pregnant and she was like, "Damn, what do you want to do?" And he said what he wanted to do, and she got mad at him. I'm like, okay, you just asked me, but it don't matter. Because you are the chooser. The women is the chooser. You have to choose who you lay down with, who you start a family with. If you made a bad decision, everybody makes bad decisions. What you have to do is, after that bad decision, just try not to do it several times like a lot of women do with all these children they got run around here, you know, trying to live for free. So the role that men play in this, I don't know. I really don't know, because I know a lot of women want a lot of dudes to save all of the, you know, Project Pat came out, don't save them. But I know a lot of females want dudes to come and save, you know, some of these women and their behavior, but I can't do it. I burn. I would rather help the women that's trying to get it or want to get it. And I guess that's the only way I can see men, you know, to be held accountable for the men that want to help the people that want to get it. Other than that,
yeah.
Well, for me, I mean, we do appreciate the call, but what really struck me is the way the question was proposed. It was premeditated that somehow, some way, the man is of equal, if not the blame, right? Starting off. So for me, number one, to kind of piggyback on what Big Country said, men no longer have any say so as far as whatever the woman does, whatever she wants to do. Ever since women, whenever that was, started screaming they were independent, that pretty much excluded the man altogether. Yeah. Right. Women, single parenting has been really prevalent for a very long time. We know for sure it's infatuated the youth for like the last 3 to 4, maybe 5 decades. Right. And we're living in the result of that right now. And like I've always said on the show, when you look at society, you're looking at the decision of the woman.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. Men cannot tell women what to do with their bodies. It's against the law. Right. So when a woman decides to have a child, again, man really has no say so in that. She's going to make the final decision. If I got any woman pregnant, I could jump for joy and say, yes, I'm about to be a dad. She could say, Quest, no, you're not. I'm getting an abortion. There's nothing I can do about it. Right. So you have women in most cases that have multiple kids by multiple men. We know family court is going on every day of the week.
Every day of the week. There are a bunch of men being sued by their exes. I don't know why they call it child support. It's a lawsuit. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
But by women who at one point in time told them that they loved them. But now they're being litigated and they're being sued. So when you ask what role do men play, we don't play any role. This is the decision of the women. Women, they believe being able to scream they're independent is some sort of, reward for everything that they are doing. The most they can say is, well, the man is not there, right? The man is not there. And then you have to ask, well, why isn't he there? And that's a completely different discussion in itself, right? Because no one has any valid proof as far as why the man isn't there, whether she kicked him out, whether she cheated, he did something, who knows? But we do know factually that majority of kids, especially in the Black community, are not from marriage. They're out of wedlock children. So with that being said, who knows? You know what I'm saying? If she had a one night stand, Maury made a living out of it, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
But I told Legend a little while ago, it's pretty much a given right now that you have brother and sister dating each other, and they don't even know it.
Yeah.
It's a given. They're doing it right now because you have too many women with too many kids by multiple men.
And won't tell them children the
So
truth.
trust me, brother and sister are dating each other right now as we speak. So when you say what role do we play as men, we don't play any role in that, because if you ask any Pookie, Ray Ray, or June June, he probably got a few kids by a few different women. Good men have taken a stand. Social media has really helped that. It's magnified everything down to where everyone has a platform. So now we see the difference. There are many different variables in our community alone. And now it's pretty much obvious that majority women, as Kay said earlier, don't like good guys. So women can no longer play that that I don't know, or you don't have the right one. You can't play that card anymore because everything has been exposed to the point now where we pretty much know what the situation is. If any one of three of us right now approached a woman and she doesn't like us, and later on, 5 or 10 years later, she ends up complaining about Pookie, Ray Ray, or June June, don't ask us. Don't ask us what role did we play in it. We didn't play any role in it. You know what I mean? When women complain about trash douchebag type of men, we look at him and say, yeah, he's a piece of trash. Our question is, why did you date him and sleep with him and have his baby?
Right.
That's our question. Like, we agree with you. So
go ahead. I and a lot of you ladies may not like this, but we have to take accountability for how we choose.
Yep.
You know, oftentimes we're not making the best choices as it comes to men. And yes, I get it. We all make mistakes, but we can't continue making the same mistakes and expecting a different result. That's the definition of insanity.
Yep.
Yeah.
So if it didn't work out for you the next time or the first time, don't go choose the same type of man the next time and expect it to be different.
Agreed.
You have to do something different. You have to change your way of thinking. You have to change how you present yourself in order to attract the type of man that would want to be with you long term and will treat you the way you deserve to be treated. We can't blame men. A man is only going to do what you allow him to do, period. Whoever that man is. It's up to you as a woman to do better.
Yeah, real quick, Legend, I'm going to give you the mic. I just wanted to say that women, first and foremost, you don't even approach us. So
yeah.
With that being said, I don't understand the debate. I don't understand the question. To me, none of it is genuine. I don't feel like it has any credibility. It's almost insulting for a female to try to give, I don't know, an opinion or ask a question about it, and you don't even approach us. So when you talk about standards and when you ask, well, what is the solution or what role did we play in it? You can't blame us if you see an attractive guy who you believe looks decent and you choose to not say anything to him. You choose to not walk up to him, approach him, and get to know him. Knowingly, that could be the greatest decision you ever made in your life. You don't know what could materialize from that. He could end up your husband, your best friend, you don't know. But when you completely opt out of doing that, whatever comes after that is on you.
Yeah, you have no opinion. Well, the reason why I see that most people ask this question is because they want to spread the blame somehow.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a gigantic burden on Black women to be like, it is 100% our fault. Somebody got to help us carry this. But unfortunately, that's how it is. If you stab the tire, we can't say, okay, if you stab the tire, who else did it? Nobody else did it. You did it. Okay, the woman, we've already been through this 300 times, is the cornerstone of the family. It's up to the woman to pick somebody who is going to be there, who has strength, honor, respect, tenacity. These are the things that make a great father and a great husband. All right. If you pick Pookie and Ray Ray, that's you. I could be the greatest man in the world sitting right here. If you don't like me, then nothing's going to go down. Okay. I can't be a great father. I can't be a great husband. All right. And I don't have any control over that. So asking us what part do we play in this? What they want us to say is that these bad men that they do date, they need to be better. But see, I can't say that is donkey backwards. Okay. You're supposed to vet a man, see if he's a good guy, then sleep with him because you know he's gonna be there. Okay, you're supposed to marry him first before you sleep with him, but we way past that. Okay, what they are saying is that I can sleep and have a baby with any man I want to, and as soon as I tell him I'm pregnant, he better turn into Bill Cosby. I'm sorry, he Cliff Huxtable.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Name another TV dad, man.
They didn't give us too many.
But anyway,
men of color.
If you didn't vet this guy to be a great father and you made him a father, whose fault is that? Look, let me tell you, every culture on the planet Earth has scumbag guys. And every culture on the planet knows that you don't mess with these scumbag guys. You know why? Because they're going to tear your life down. They're going to reduce the quality of your life. They're going to drag you down. But for some odd reason here in America, they're the most attractive.
To some women.
No,
to a lot of women. To a lot of women. But not all of them.
So, and they say that we're over sexualized and we're this and that, but but we got women COs having sex with the prisoners because they just can't resist the thuggishness.
Oh, and the abundance of teachers that are having sex with their middle school students.
Sorry, it's
we're not gonna go down that road. That's another show. But
to be with a thug or a man that doesn't know how to speak properly or has his hands hanging off his butt.
Okay,
like, that is
I know this is another. I know this is a whole other conversation.
For the long term, like I saw this dude jump on the elevator today. He had, the pelly pale and his dread headed and all of that, and he reeked of marijuana. And I'm like, this dude ain't got no job. He's not making a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? I can just look at him. You know what I'm saying? I might be wrong, but chances are I'm probably right. You know what I'm saying?
Chances are he has a plethora of women to
choose from. And I guarantee you, his phone is going off crazy. I guarantee you, he got a baby or two.
I would like to test this theory.
Man, look. We know in corporate society, in business, corporate society, they want a clean-cut face to represent their company. Not some dread-headed dudes that's gonna be up in your lobby. Nah, that's not what they're looking for to represent
tattoos
Tanaki
on the
systems.
face and all of that stuff.
You know what I'm saying? All right, we got another call.
Hello, caller.
Hey, caller, what's up? What's your name? Where you from?
Yes, this is South Paul Hewitt from
South Paul.
Maine.
Yo, what up, South Paul? What's going on, bro?
Oh yes, I'm doing great, man. Just trying to keep myself busy and stuff.
You had a comment?
Well, yeah, it was a comment. I was just thinking about the difference of how I guess I don't know if it blends in with the ninth subject that you're referring to.
Okay, go ahead, spit it out, man.
Well, I was just watching the news, and it was about how the people who seemed, I guess the victims of police victims getting shot, like the person who shot Stefan, they said, well, he got off, or it seems to be, but the person who shot the female citizen who called the police, he ended up getting locked up.
Yeah, I don't know. Talking about the first Somalian cop that shot the white lady.
Mm-hmm.
He did. He set Somalia real far back with that one.
Because it's like, see, the black guy, he gets caught. He go to.
And thank you for bringing that up. And that goes to like the first part. You know what I'm saying? This is their house. This is their club, and we're expecting them to give us mercy. You know what I'm saying? When this is their house. It's like somebody coming in your house and saying, "Yo, I deserve the big piece of chicken too."
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You're
my guest. Your chair in the big chair.
Even though that might be fair and that might be the thing we're supposed to do, you know what I'm saying? But how you feel about giving up your big piece of chicken? And that's what it basically is. I don't know why people think that this is gonna go fair at any point in time. They run the system. They cousins. They family.
Mm-hmm.
So they gonna burn up family for y'all guests. Y'all ain't. You know what I'm saying? That's what that's what it is. Okay. Thanks for that call, though, man. We gotta wrap it up.
And before we get out of here, I'd like to give a tip. A wet bird don't fly at night. I like to burn people's brains. Ain't nobody still came with me with no facts about this, but wet bird don't fly at night. So
What?
You can equate that to anything that you
Where
want.
did you get this?
I'm always on it. I'm always on it. Do my Googles when I'm in my
Gotta
office.
Do your
Gotta love
Google.
you.
Do your Google.
Okay, thanks for coming out.
Yeah. Thank you everybody for coming out. But we're gonna continue this, and I hope we answer that question, man. We always never get to our topic of the night, man. So yo, make sure y'all follow us on Twitter at BlackMenVent. Like us on Facebook, BlackMenVentTV, and also visit BlackMenVent.com. Thank you for coming to watch us tonight live at intellectualradio.com, where we feed your brain, and we'll holler at you guys next week. Peace.
Bye.